I'll go over, kind of recount the year. It's been an amazing year. The Tesla team has done amazing work. And I'd say like, one of the things that I was like, what do you enjoy most in life? I really, being able to work with a super talented group of people and to create great products and manufacture those products, deliver them to people, and make people happy from those products, that's one of the best things in life. So yeah, I'd just like to say what an honor it is to work with such a talented team at Tesla, and that's the reason we've been able to do all these things. So, yeah, we're aiming to achieve a 2 million vehicle run rate by the end of the year. This is the best crowd. I mean. I love you guys too. So, anyway, thanks to the hard work of the Tesla team, we've already been able to achieve a 1.5 million unit annualized run rate. And depending on how the rest of this year goes, I think we might get close to, or we'll get approximately at the 1.5 million mark. And be exiting the year at a 2 million unit run rate. And then also worth noting, just recently, in the last few weeks, we made our 3 millionth car. You know, it's pretty wild to think like 10 years ago where things were. You know, 10 years. August 2012, we'd made 2,500 Roadsters, and I think maybe a couple hundred Model S's-ish, but less than 3,000 cars. So 10 years ago, we'd made less than 3,000 cars. And here we stand 10 years later, having made over 3 million. And actually, this is one of the cleanest exponentials it looks like one of those sort of, business plan presentation things that doesn't actually come true, but you see it in the venture capital business plan situation. But it's actually true. That's the amazing part. Yeah, we're doing okay on demand.
Welcome to Texas.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great here. I love California too, to be frank. I'm going to be clear. We got great teams in California, and we got a great team in China and Shanghai, and a great team in Berlin and Germany and Europe. And I thought it's interesting to look at the cumulative profitability since inception. And this approximately tracks to sort of mental pain, actually. This is psychic damage. That green curve is approximately correct. I'm just very proud of the fact that we've actually been able to to produce more cash than we have spent, and have positive retained earnings and be worth our salt, essentially. And that's a really big deal. It's very hard. So, I mean, this is a big deal, and I think it's going to go up from here. So, you can see we obviously had some challenges there in 2017, and then, but since then our free cash flow generation has been very good and trending upwards. And this is really before autonomy really kicks in. We have autonomy to some degree, but solving autonomy is will really be an amplification of free cash flow to a degree that is, you run the numbers and it's like, wow, can it really be that crazy? But it could be that crazy. This year, I swear. We got anyone here in the FSD beta program? Sweet. Yeah, no, tell me. Okay, well, I thought you might ask that. Because it's 10 on 13 we've been working on for a while, and actually what's sort of happened is we've made some pretty significant architectural improvements. So it's really going to be more than a 10.12 to 10.13 release. It might, I don't want to speak too soon, it might qualify for 10.69. It's got to earn that, obviously. Can't just throw that out, But there's a lot of improvements, and especially in complex left turns. Yeah, we're going to solve Chuck's turn. Absolutely. We have a lot of respect for valid criticism. I think we're at roughly 90% success rate with your turn. So we're almost at 100. So it's looking good, and so I'm hopeful. It might be a week next week. 2 weeks in. It's working well for me. So anyway, teams like working literally 7 days a week and making major improvements. And it's really interesting because we're effectively solving an important aspect of artificial intelligence, real-world AI for self-driving, which, when you think about it, kind of is what's needed to solve self-driving. Because how is the road system designed? It's designed for a biological neural net and eyes. And so naturally, the thing that would therefore work, the silicon analog, is cameras and silicon neural nets. And so sort of by accident, we're actually solving an important, I think, very useful element of artificial intelligence. And I definitely want people out there, talented people who are working on AI to consider working at Tesla, because I think we're solving just a very important part of AI, and one that can ultimately save millions of lives and prevent tens of millions of serious injuries by driving just an order of magnitude safer than people. There used to be a time back in the day where we'd have, this is super important. operators. And it was normal to have elevator operators to have like a big relay and stuff. But you know, every now and again you make a mistake and shear somebody in half. So you'd be like, okay. Then we went to automated elevators, and you press a button and you go to your floor, and it just works. And that's kind of how it's going to be in the future with cars. And then we'll have lots of interesting things to say on AI Day at the end of next month. Well, I'll leave that to next month. So, you know, when we started out here, obviously we were told electric cars were impossible, and even if